In this video, I'm going to walk you through the process to analyze Amazon KDP ads step by step so you can increase conversions, you can lower your ACOS, you can increase sales and boost your net profit and ROI. This video is exactly for you if your ACOS is sky high and the cause is a mystery. You don't know why. The ROI sits in the red or barely above zero, okay, like 20%, 30%. You need a step-by-step playbook to rank your book in the first page to the first position. You are determined to hit more or less 100% ROI, okay, obviously sustainably. You want to double or even triple your net profit for every book you have published, okay? At the end of the video, I will show you by math calculations how to increase the net profit by 1,200%. But why analyzing Amazon ads matters? First reason, because if we improve conversion, we can have a bigger net profit. Okay, we can put more money in our pocket at the end of the month. And then, because we can pinpoint what's not working. Okay, Amazon ads are the only tool available to understand what's not working. So, reminder, we can pour heart and soul into a book, but the market is the ultimate judge. Okay, let the data tell you when to pivot. The market judges, our dashboards testify if what I'm about to tell you works or not. Okay, I know I'm not a native English speaker, I'm Italian, and maybe my English is not perfect. But in the last 5 years, I didn't eat pasta and pizza for lunch and dinner. I ate every single day Amazon ads. We ran Amazon ads since 2019, and since 2021 we are verified partner of Amazon ads. And everything you're about to learn is distilled from thousands of tests. Okay, so everything is empirical, not theoretical. So I will show you some of our results. First dashboard, okay, over $1 million, 1,600,000 of sales. Second one, over 700,000 euros. This is a dashboard from the German market. US market, over 400,000, 270,000, $400,000, almost another $400,000. And here you have two accounts which together generate over $3 million. Okay? So let's dive in. The Amazon ads sales process. The Amazon ads sales process is a 3-step process. Everything starts with impressions, then we have clicks, and at the end, and only at the end, we have sales. Everyone, when going inside the Amazon ads dashboard, look at sales and ACOS, okay? But this is only the last thing you have to look at. The first thing are impressions, okay? If we generate at least a specific amount of impressions, only if we can look at clicks, and only if we reach a number of clicks, okay, we can look at sales, not before, because we have to check if every step is okay. If not, we have to fix first the first step, the step number 1, then the step number 2, and only at the end we can fix step number 3. We can't think to fix step number 3 without fix the first one and the second one. It's impossible, okay? So you have to remember this process when you analyze your Amazon ads, okay? First, impressions. Without impression, we won't have clicks, and without clicks, we won't have sales. So let's dive in the first step, the step in which we have to generate impressions. What influences impressions? Impressions are influenced by the market or the niche. Obviously, we have to publish a book where there is market, where there are people looking for a book with the same topic of our book. So, for example, if we publish a book titled How to water fake plants, no one will buy it. One impression is a person in the other side of the screen looking for our campaign, okay? No one is looking for how to water fake plants. So we can't generate impressions if there is no market. Second factor is the book. The book is very important, okay? Because for us, impressions are free. But for Amazon, impressions are money, okay? And Amazon give impressions to the books that are selling more, that have more potential, okay? So if your book will sell a lot, Amazon will give you a lot of impressions. If your book is selling nothing, Amazon won't give you impressions, because for Amazon, every impressions means dollars. Third factor, Amazon ads strategy. You need to adopt, if you want to generate the maximum amount of impression, you can download our K-ad strategy. You can find it above the video, okay? There is inside everything you need to launch campaigns the right way, okay? How to launch keywords campaigns, how to launch product campaigns, with which bids, and so on. Everything you can see with results, with proven results, to show you that everything we teach is empirical, okay, not theoretical. We have tested everything with Amazon ads. We tested everything, okay? So the Amazon ads strategy matter to generate impression is very important. And the last factor, only the last one, is the bids. And I put it at the end for a reason, because it's the last thing you have to look at, because the market and the book you have published is much more important than bids. But how many impressions you need to generate at least? You need to generate at least 2,000 impressions per day. And when you analyze your Amazon ads campaigns, okay, all together for each book in one market, if you have less than 2,000 impressions per day in the last 14 days, there is a problem, okay? And you have to look for the cause of the problem here, okay? There is something wrong here, okay? So before to look at the ACOS, the sales, clicks, and so on, you have to look at the impressions. Are you generate at least 2,000 impressions per day? If yes, okay, you can move on at the second step. If not, you have to look at the cause here. You have to fix something here. Tip for the third step. If you double your daily impressions, you will double the net revenue generated by your book. So for example, if you are making 2,000 impressions per day and you're making $300 per month, if you double your daily impressions, at the end of the month, okay, you are making 4,000 impressions per day, an average of 4,000. At the end of the month, you will generate 600 instead of 300, okay? So for example, if you improve your book, if you adopt our Amazon ads strategy to launch campaigns the right way, and you double your impression, you will double the net revenue generated. How? I already tell you, but for example, some spoilers. Adding new keywords or ASIN to campaigns. Launching new campaigns for the same book. So for example, with our strategies, we can reach 12 campaigns for each book. Okay, obviously, if they generate a lot of money, okay? And reminder, impressions must always be generated with relevant keywords and ASIN. Because, for example, we can't insert very general keywords. For example, we can put inside our campaigns the keyword diet, if our book is titled Vegan Diet Cookbook. Because with diet, we can target a lot of people looking for a lot of types of diets. For example, the carnivore one, the keto one, and so on, okay? We need to be very specific. We need to insert only relevant keywords. Second step, the step of clicks. What influences clicks? The clicks are influenced by a 60% by the cover. Okay, the cover is the most important component of the book in this step. You must judge your book by your cover, because your potential customers will too. Okay, so 60% by the cover And then we have obviously the title and the subtitle, the number and average of reviews. So for example, the number can be 100 reviews, okay, and the average, for example, 4.5 stars. And obviously irrelevant keywords or ASIN. Because if we have irrelevant keywords, people will not click on our ad. Remember, Amazon ads are responsible only to generate impressions, okay? Here, in the second step, in the last step, in the third step, the responsibility to generate clicks and sales is on our book, okay? Clicks and sales means a human behavior, okay? So Amazon ads don't have the power to generate sales from nothing, okay? We need to study our buyer persona, our target audience very well and produce a very good product. And then we can increase visibility with Amazon ads, okay? This is the purpose of Amazon ads. The purpose of Amazon ads is to increase visibility. The book sells the copies. And how many clicks we need to generate? We need to have a CTR of 0.3%. If we have a CTR lower than 0.3% in the last 14 days, there is a problem on our book, especially, most probably, with our cover, okay? But we need to check everything. Like, for example, if we have a CTR of 0.1, 0.2 or lower, for sure, you have to change your cover, okay? Your cover, it's not enough attractive, okay? There is something wrong. Maybe the title is very small, or maybe the colors are not in contrast with each other's. Okay, you need to fix your cover first, and then you can check also your subtitle and increase the number of reviews, especially if your competitors have a lot of reviews, okay? Tip for the second step. If you double your CTR, you will double the net revenue generated by your book, okay? So I told you, okay, you need to have to reach at least 0.3% of CTR, okay? But if you double it, you will double also the net profit, the net revenue generated, okay? Impression, conversion rate, everything is the same, but if you double the CTR, you will double the net revenue generated. So for example, with 0.3% of CTR, we have 500 clicks, okay? Per click, we are paying 30 cents, okay? So 30 cents multiplied by 500 is $150. We are making from these 500 clicks 60 sales, and for example we have $8 of royalty, so we are making $480. If we subtract the $150, we are making $330 of net profit. If we double it, if we change only, for example, our cover, okay, and we double our CTR, we will make 1,000 clicks, okay? Obviously, we will double our ad spend too, but we will generate 120 sales, which means $960. And if we subtract the 300 of ad spend, we will generate $660. So it's like publish another book and without put effort, time to produce it, okay? Only by change our cover. Our cover is very, very important. It is one of the most important component of our book, if not the most important component. How? As I told you, by improving our cover or improving our social proof. The social proof means like 10-15%. So the cover is the first thing you have to look at if you want to improve your CTR. Key reminder, 0.3% of CTR may be acceptable, as I told you, but raising it by just a bit can put hundreds of extra dollars in your pocket every month. Okay, third step, the last step, the most important step, and the most desired step, the step of sales. What influences sales? Everything is inside the step number 2. So, for example, our cover, numbers of reviews, subtitle, and so on. Our description, our description formatting, very important, okay? Because we can have a very well written description, but if we are not using bold underlines, we are not, for example, making the headline bigger than the rest of the description, people won't read it. And if they don't read it, they can't be persuaded by our description to buy our book. Written reviews and A+ content. How many sales we need to generate with our campaigns? We need to have an ACoS lower than our break-even ACoS. So you have to calculate your break-even ACoS and check if in the last 14 days you have an ACoS lower than your break-even ACoS. If we have an ACoS higher than the break-even ACoS in the last 14 days, there is a problem. And you have to look for the cause of the problem here. Okay? Most probably in your description and in your description formatting. Tip: if you increase your conversion rate, not only you will increase your net generated, but Amazon will give you more impressions. Why? Because Amazon earns more money from sales than from clicks and from our bids. So this is why it's very, very important to have a very great book, okay? Because we want to pay Amazon ads, clicks, and we want to set our bids the lower possible, okay? And if we sell a lot of copies, Amazon will give us so much more impressions, okay? And it will be more easier to generate impressions because Amazon earn from sales, okay, and then from clicks, but earn a lot more from sales than from clicks. So, for example, if we increase our conversion rate, here we have 0.3 of CTR and 5% of conversion rate. And in this situation, we have 2,000 impressions, 180 clicks, and 9 sales, which means we are spending $54 and we are making 72. So the net profit is $18 with an ROI of 33%. If we improve our conversion rate, okay, and we increase it only at 3%, from 5% to 8%, now, okay, with everything the same, we have 2,000 impressions, 180 clicks, and instead of 9 sales, 14 sales, which means $112, net profit 58, with an ROI of 110%. Then Amazon will give us more impressions. So, for example, we will generate 3,500 impressions per day. We will have 315 clicks. Here we have the same CTR, okay? With the same CTR, we will generate 315 clicks, which means $94.5 of ad spend, 25 sales multiplied by our royalty of $8, it means $200. And if we subtract the ad spend, we'll have a net profit of $105. How? As I told you, by improving your description formatting, and improving your written reviews, okay? If we improve our CTR too, and we improve our conversion rate, here we have the math calculation with which we can increase our net profit by 1,200%. And say like this, it seems impossible, okay? But you will see that it's not so difficult to improve the net profit by 1,200%, especially if your ROI is very, very low. So by improving the CTR from 0.3 to 0.6%, we will generate 3,500 impressions, which bring us 630 clicks with an ad spend of $189, 50 sales, which means $400, and the net profit is $211, which means 1,200% more of 18. Okay, this is crazy, guys. Only by doubling the CTR and increasing the conversion rate by 3%. Okay, so for example, what we have done here, we have changed our cover and we have improved our description. Two little things, huge difference. And remember, this is very important. It's much easier to make more money with a book that's already selling than with one that's not selling anything. So the first book you have to analyze is the book that is selling more, the one in your bookshelf that is selling more. Because here, for example, if we had 180, here it means 2,110. If here we had 1,800, here it means 21,110. Okay, so you have to start from the book that is selling more. Okay, so guys, remember, very, very important. You need to analyze your Amazon ads step by step. First step, impressions, then clicks, then sales. You have to analyze the steps one at a time, not all together. You start with impressions, then you analyze clicks, and then you analyze sales. This is a very effective way also to scale our business, to scale our publishing business. Okay? And guys, if you need help to analyze your Amazon ads campaigns, you can book a free consultation by clicking the link below the video, okay? And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, leave us a like because I put a lot of effort to make this video. And that's all for today, guys. See you in the next video. Keep publishing and keep pushing. Bye.